I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains, rabid and ravenous. He bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the press.
As Yennefer of Vengerberg told it, there had been a magic explosion in Skellige. Related to Ciri's reappearance, it had destroyed a vast swath of forest. Geralt set out for the Isles to join the sorcerers and seek further clues of Ciri's whereabouts.
Warriors like a whole beat bottle, sail straight and even. Hey!
Maybe we needed a spray.
Friends we show heart, foes we show our eyes.
Watch your step. What's that supposed to be? Say your thought,
This has got to be Yen's room. She always did like space and luxury.
Καλημέρα Γιάννη. Τι λέει παλικάρι μου, τι κάνεις?
Right. Just not something I'd ever wear. But what don't we do for... Who exactly is she to me? Her megascope? Guess she never goes anywhere without it. As Philippa Eilhart said, megascopes and toothbrushes. Deeply personal possessions.
Πώς είμαστε, τι κάνουμε? Ναι, μία από τα ίδια κι εγώ. Χάθηκα στη δουλειά, τρέχω από εδώ από εκεί. Έχω πολλές μέρες να μπω. Και λέω κάτσε τώρα λίγο να κάνουμε ένα live. Γιατί το προχώρησε αρκετά το παιχνίδι και... χάσαμε πολλά επεισόδια.
Glamour. Scent of lilac and gooseberries, even with the lid on. Taste hasn't changed.
Ξέρεις, κάνω κάτι δευτερεύοντα quest όταν είμαι off. Κάτι βαρετά, κάτι τέτοια και κρατάω το main story για το live. Οπότε εντάξει.
The stuffed unicorn. She fixed it. No idea how she managed to bring so much clothing. Must have hired out a galleon. As usual, black and white.
Εγώ τελειώνω κατά τις 10 το βράδυ από τη δουλειά. Και μετά την ώρα που μπαίνω δεν είστε. Λογικό, εκείνη την ώρα ποιος να είναι. Και γι' αυτό λίγο χάθηκα. Έπιασες κανένα άλλο game στο χέρι σου? Τελικά μακριά είναι, με το άλογο έπρεπε να ανέβω εδώ πάνω.
Bran was a great ruler.
He needs a worthy successor.
You speak as though you have someone in mind.
Skellige's troubles very much derive from it not being a hereditary monarchy. Any upstart can be king and destroy his predecessor's legacy.
The King of the Isles is a more symbolic position.
That should change as well. A strong leader who wields true power. That is what the times require.
Introduce me?
This is my friend Geralt, and this is Berna, widow of the dear departed Bran.
The Queen Mother. It's a pleasure to meet you, Geralt. You must forgive me, but on a day like today, I'm afraid I cannot indulge in my penchant for long conversations.
Πόσο γουστάρω που έχουν και διαφορετική προφορά αυτοί οι βόρειοι εδώ πέρα.
Why am I not surprised?
Πόση λεπτομέρεια αυτό το παιχνίδι, ρε φίλε.
Geralt, what is that you're wearing?
Didn't want to detract from your beauty.
A man at a woman's side is an accessory. He should enhance her beauty. But I thank you for the compliment.
We should mingle before they all get drunk. There'll be no talking to anyone then.
Good thinking. I don't know what Krach wants, but when we meet with him, we should have clear minds.
I'm not gonna drink. Why dull my senses when I'm in such pleasant company?
Σωστό.
Do you plan to compliment me all evening?
I plan to tell you what I think.
Drink last night too? So, what have you brought for the farewell feast?
Geralt, do you think I donned an evening dress to show off for the seals?
Just want to get some air.
Very well.
Για κάτσε να το παίξουμε αναγκουέντα αυτό, αν μας αφήνει.
Greetings, White Wolf. I suspected you'd come by. Bah, I was sure of it.
Oh yeah?
The best stocked armory in all Skellige is right here at Caer Trolde Castle. Everyone knows it.
I'll gladly see for myself.
Take your time. Give them all a careful look.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Είναι κάρτες που πήρα ρε φίλε. Χάλια.
So you're back. Was right, wasn't I?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock. So long.
Last night too.
Got me eye on you.
Brand those swords, but I prefer me trusty man.
Άντε να δούμε.
Lady Yennefer. Sir,
Greetings, Arnvald. My companion is Geralt of Rivia.
I am honored.
Nice to meet you too.
Είμαι
Quite a
ευγενικός.
few guests.
They come to bid their king farewell. They come to see the claimants to the crown.
We wanted to talk to Croc on Crate.
The Jarl will join us shortly. He's assigned you a place of honor at the table just beside his daughter Ceres. Follow me, please.
They've seated us here.
I asked them to. Wanted to meet the notorious Witcher Geralt.
We've met. Don't remember?
That was ages ago. Yalmer and I were children when you last visited Orda. But you should meet your feast mates. Allow me the dubious honor. That's Halbjorn, son of Holger Blackhand. Blue Boy Lugas, Madman Lugas' firstborn. And choking down a stockfish over there is Otric on Hindar.
Seems they set us with the sons of Jarls, exclusively.
Ceres on Crate is the daughter of a Jarl, Geralt. Jarl's daughters are in no way inferior to their sons.
Do you know every last one of them dreams of being Bran's successor? Look at him. Likely lot.
Ceres is jealous, for the one among us who performs the greatest feat will be crowned king.
We all know the feats are a sideshow. Our fathers will choose who will wear the crown. What do you think they spoke to Catherine about?
You talk like that because you're short of strength and skill. Remember when Hjalmar challenged us all to a race up the mount? You didn't stand with us then. As he buried his axe in that stump at the top to mark his victory, you were warming your chicken bones by the fire.
Had my reasons for not participating, but I would have won then, as I'd win now.
Now that you mention him, just noticed Hjalmar's not here.
My brother walks his own paths. But about the race, why don't we repeat it? I'm willing to challenge any of you, Witcher included. If I beat him to the top, venture to say that'd be a feat, eh? So you in?
If the Witcher's in.
Geralt?
Gladly. What are the rules?
Whoever pulls Hjalmar's axe from the stump at the top of the hill wins. Stray off the path and you lose.
And here I was, ready to puke from all the boredom. Let's go! We're here. From this spot, you must reach the top of that mount. At the summit, you'll see the stump of an oak. Yalma's axe buried in it. Whoever pulls the axe from the stump first wins.
I'm ready.
You'll start when I sound the horn.
Shall we put some coin on it, Lugos? Actually, dog shade idea. You never do.
Hurry! Axe handle's rotten! Show me what you've got!
I won, but only by a hair.
No such thing. There's winning and there's losing, and I lost. We best go back to the week.
Let's. See the wakes in full swing.
Lost sight of yous. Who won?
I lost.
Lost to a witcher, Sparrowhawk. That'd likely happen to any of us. Enough of the natter and let's drink.
Can't today, for good reason, believe me.
But if not today, then when?
You've been great company. Sadly, it's time we moved on.
Really?
Indeed. We must talk, but not here. You shall learn all beyond that door. Allow me to introduce Geralt of Rivia, a witcher. Geralt, Jarl Donar and Hinder, and Jarl Madman Lugos.
Calling Lugos a madman's an insult to madmen. He's a common goat fucker.
Call me a goat fucker one more time, and I'll chop off your head, stick it on a pike, and piss down your neck hole.
Enough! Time to settle this. Here and now.
Oh, ha ha ha! Giving me a true fright right now. Shat my best trousers. Put that away before you cut yourself, you cunt.
Thought Skellige's called a truce for feasts.
I know the hallowed customs, but Lugos ought to know that I'll not let him raid my Hindisfial bear.
You don't scare anyone, Donar. I'll be boys soon to plough your priestesses, drink from your tankard, and shit on your table. Be sure to leave a candle lit for me.
Emperor would be very pleased to hear you quarrel.
His Imperial Majesty is more than welcome to visit.
Let him sail over here. We ain't afraid of the Black Ones.
Raiding coastal villages is one thing. Total war with the Empire is another.
Awfully mouty, this one. Go stir your cauldron and pierce some boils, witch. Don't talk when you haven't got a fucking clue.
Calm down, Lugos.
No wench will teach me how to fight.
That was not my intention. Come, Geralt. I believe this discussion's run its course.
Skellige. That's exactly.
What now?
Now we pay a visit to Ermien's laboratory.
Didn't know we'd been invited.
Because we've not been.
Take it Ermien won't be there.
That's right.
And what's the purpose of this visit?
We're looking for an object. The Mask of Urboros. We'll need it. Come, Geralt.
Now you'll tell me why you need this mask.
Oh, I shall. In due course.
Take it you'll decide when.
Correct. Footsteps. Shh. Guards. Hide behind the tapestry.
Sparrows chip, while starlings chirp.
What do jackdaws do?
Jackdaws caw. Goldfinches warble, and cranes whoop, whereas peacocks screech. Hawks scream, larks trill, and
Αλλά
doves.
μιλάμε για συζήτηση υψηλού επίπεδου.
That's all of them.
What about nightingales?
All right, nightingales croon.
That was close. This'll be tough to open.
Surprises never end. See the ravens?
Hard not to.
Ermion spies. An indication that we're near his laboratory. I also sense a clear magic aura. Come. There's a ledge outside this window. We must pass along it.
Seen uglier sights in my life.
Geralt of Rivia. Being romantic. Amazing how a hobby can render a man mysterious. Fascinating.
Especially a druid. Must be a real nature lover. Looks alive. Had one at Kaer Morhen.
Please.
$100 loose an arrow if you saw that in the woods. A basin of water.
For teleprojection, a reflection of Ermion appears on the surface. Supplicants speak to it. Are you all right?
Cut myself. The door's locked.
The animals, they're alive. Yen, watch out. Show me what you got.
Monsters.
That's one less.
Strange. Smells of mushrooms in here.
That's one less. That's one less.
What's happening?
You were hallucinating. You ran at Ermien's animals, sword flailing. I had to calm you.
Must have looked strange.
Your years of vigorous training at Kaer Morhen finally paid off. Bested nearly all the stuffed beasts in here.
Please.
Fine. We've passed the trial of taxidermy. The door stands open. Let's go inside, Geralt. I'll lock the entrance. We don't want to raise suspicions.
Letter bearing Ermien's seal to the druids.
Dear druids'
Warns them
laboratory.
about you.
We must search it thoroughly. The Mask of Urboros must be here.
Skellige's tales about the wild hunt.
The islanders believe the wraiths, wondrous world of insectoids.
Goes in
Ritual
for light
plants.
reading, too.
Oh,
The
what do
Corpse
you
of
know?
Novigrad by Sasha
Raymond
Hardy.
Marlev. A biography enhanced.
Woven triple mead. Laboratory worthy of an imperial alchemist. A goat carved out of lindenwood, signed to Uncle Ermien.
Little Ciri's handiwork. That's what she called him when he was her tutor.
A sword in a stone. Things begging me to pull it out.
It's not in the stone, don't you see? It's held there by a vice.
Pinecone. Didn't expect this. A large female.
Ermien's wand. He's one of the few druids to use one.
A child's skull. Look at this. A detailed map of the northern kingdoms. Even shows spheres of influence over the ages.
Out of date.
Looks like Ermien places something in the statue's hand. So, statue, how about a skull? Guess you're no indecisive prince. How about a mug of mead? Statue or not, everybody needs a drink sometimes. Huh. Seems like it worked. Who would have thunk?
Ermien enjoys jests achieved at the expense of others. I've a sneaking suspicion the mask will be in here. This is it. We've got it. We must return to the feast quickly before... Hear that?
Smelled it. Gas. Grate still closed. Gotta think of something quick.
The damned druid will poison us. This vapor's deadly. We've got but a few minutes.
Teleport us out of here.
Think of something. Quickly. First thing to come to your mind. Hold on tight. Damn. I tore a hole in my dress. Wait a minute. I must mend it.
You know how to sew.
Please. I'll enchant a needle.
Καλή φάση να είσαι ο μάγος ρε φίλε. Κάνεις enchant μία βελόνα και σου ράβει το τέτοιο να πούμε. Εγώ να έκανα enchant τώρα μία κουτάλα ρε και να μου μαγείρευε, τι καλά θα ήταν. Το σκυλοβαριέμενας από εδώ.
Wait.
For what?
We must talk to Krach.
Why? Think he misses us? Because I missed you. Oh no.
I missed you too.
When are you gonna finally burn this piece of junk?
My heart couldn't take it. So many memories. Damn it, Geralt. Do you have any idea how much they cost?
Come here. We gotta hurry. Krach's waiting.
Is that so?
Δεν μπορώ να βάλω PG 18.
I know you. I let go. You throw us off. Don't even try. My, oh my.
Missed you.
Πώς είναι αργυρί.
I missed you too.
Ναι ρε φίλε. Έτσι πάει.
We ought to get back to the wake.
Τι κάνεις, καλά είσαι?
I must dress. Turn around.
Άμα στρες λέει turn around. Τώρα δεν πιάσανε ντροπές αφού τελειώσανε. Καλημέρα, καλημέρα. Καλή εβδομάδα, γόρι μου.
Krach and Crate asked about you.
We went out for a breath of fresh air.
The claimants to the throne will step forth in a moment.
Now heed my words.
Καλά, Αργύρι.
There is no greater act of valor
Ρε εσύ, εγώ δουλεύω περίεργες ώρες. Εγώ δουλεύω 3 το μεσημέρι με 10 το βράδυ. Σε ευχαριστώ, ρε Αργύρι.
Words of uncommon beauty. We thank you.
Και ψιλοχάθηκα ρε εσύ. 10 το βράδυ που σχολάω, ποιος να είναι. Ποιος να στριμάρει εκείνη την ώρα. Και είναι δύσκολα.
And must now choose his successor. The king must be wise. The king must command respect.
Sorry λέει, άκου τι λέει. Τι λες ρε, τι γράφεις ρε, τι sorry. Όλα καλά.
Let those who feel worthy of the throne of Skellige step forth.
My son could not be here this day. Behold his axe. Behold his will.
Πόσο γουστάρω την προφορά τους.
May the best man or woman win.
Τι θα γίνει τώρα, σου αυτούν αυτοί?
She's your daughter, is she not?
Now I know why she said she'll sail to speak her of. Ah, children. The older they grow, the more trouble they are. Come with me. All the more essential we talk now. How was it, Geralt, when Ciri was nearing womanhood? I remember well her nan, her mother, what they were like. They say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
Ciri was impossible to control. No telling her what to do. Had to have things her own way almost always. Why do you ask?
No specific reason. She and Ceres, they're of a similar age. But we'll speak of my children later. First, let's speak of yours. Yennefer claims Ciri's in trouble, and you seek her.
That's right.
If you require aid, gold, ships, anything, merely say the word. I'll give you all I can. And I know the lass lives. I'm sure of it. When the blood of Rhiannon's daughters is shed, the sea grows white with fury. I'd mark such a storm.
Need your help. Ciri probably came here to Skellige.
And very likely caused the cataclysm along the coast. The site upon which the Druids focus so intensely now.
A site Ermion refuses to let us explore.
Specifically, he won't let me explore it. We fought. We're not friendly now.
Don't concern yourself with him. Druids have little trust for mages. But Ermion's heart is in the right place. Am I right to assume he does not know you seek Ciri?
It's of no concern to him.
As I thought. At any rate, Ard Skellige's my isle. You've my permission to investigate as you see fit.
Thank you.
No need. I swore an oath once. I aim to keep it. Unfold. Tell the druid I must speak to him. At the usual spot. I've one more matter to broach. My children. You remember Hjalmar? Well, he swore an oath to kill the giant of Undvik. Set off and has yet to return. Whereas Ceres announced that she's to set off on an adventure of her own. Got it in her head that Udalric is not mad, but cursed.
Giants. They've been extinct for ages. Anyone actually seen the one on Undvik?
Aye. Dozens of refugees have. The giant drove everyone off the isle. I've welcomed what remains of Clan Tordarach here on Ard Skellige.
I heard a rumor that an unnatural frost gripped Undvik before the giant appeared.
It's true. At any rate, Hjalmar decided to kill the giant and give the isle back to its people. A deed worthy of a king, he believes. My son gathered a hearty crew at the new port. They were to sail to Undvik, then travel on foot to Oskar, the village. But that many lads should have killed the giant long ago. Thus, I thought to ask you.
You should start at the new port. Ask around. Hjalmar might have told someone there his plans.
Take it Ceres wants to lift the curse.
There's no curse to speak of. Ceres has decided she must match Hjalmar and sort out a deed worthy of a queen.
Think she might need my help? You did plan to ask me for it. Why?
The thing is, I don't trust Ulrich further than I can spit. Ceres won't listen to me. Or her
Τι
brother.
δύσκολα ονόματα είναι αυτά ρε που
Confronted by
έχουμε.
a professional who will explain why she's mistaken, she just might come to her senses. So yes, I ask that you explain things to her and bring her back.
If either Hjalmar or Ceres need help, I'll help them.
I thank you.
Well, now that we're done thanking one another, let's get to work. We must determine if Ciri is still on Skellige. I'll change into travel attire and find you. Head south. The anomaly we should investigate destroyed a stretch of forest along the shore of the bay. A successful feast on all counts, Krag. I will see you later.
Από την Bear the Way τώρα. Α, κατάλαβα που βγήκα. Οκ. Πήγα level 23 ρε εσύ. Πρέπει να... Λακία έκανα. Να αναβαθμίσω τις στολές μου, τα σπαθιά μου. Για κάτσε να πάω μία πίσω να δω. Γιατί μπορώ να λέω και βλακίες. Πού ήμασταν πριν, εδώ ήμασταν. Αυτός είναι armor, έτσι δεν είναι? Άρα μόνο πανοπλία θα φτιάξουμε εδώ. Α, όχι, έχει σιδερά.
Mind your manners.
Our ways, Drifter.
So you're back. Was right, wasn't I?
Wouldn't mind a look at your stock.
Ναι, για 23 level, οπότε... Τέλεια. Τώρα πρέπει να βρούμε και κάποιον για να αναβαθμίσουμε και τα σπαθιά. Κάνουμε ένα repair εδώ.
So long.
Για να σε δω. Ναι, έγινε λίγο πιο... χειμωνιάτικος, ξέρω εγώ. Αν είχαμε και ένα σιδερά εδώ πέρα, τι καλά θα ήτανε. Για κάτσε λίγο. Κάπου θα έχει εδώ πέρα. Τι γαμάται μουσικούλα αυτή.
Brand those swords, but I prefer me trusty axe. Who's this?
Ωραίος.
What is it?
Like you to craft something for me.
Fine. Show me. It's easier somehow when I've work to do.
Enhanced, ωραίο. Τέλεια. Μπανέιρος.
Take care now.
Uh-huh.
Best blade's not...
Nope, τι έχουμε εδώ.
Place of power. Should draw from it.
Οπότε θα ανοίξει στο 26.
You look wearied, White Girl.
Maybe, but I've got good reason.
I hold Ciri dear too. You know this damn well. But the Mask of Orberus is no trifle.
Yes?
Can hear you two clear on the other side of the island.
Good. May all Skellige know Jennifer of Vengerberg is a common thief.
Control yourself, Druid. I haven't stolen anything. I've merely borrowed something and fully intend to return it.
Ha! The generosity.
Προφανώς αυτόν το εργαστήριο κλέψαμε πριν. Γι' αυτό τα έχει πάρει στο κρανίο
the
τύπος.
mask is rendered completely worthless. Not to mention the risk you'll bury us alive and all the Isles with us.
Don't exaggerate. It's just...
No, Geralt. This is no just. The myth is that Orberus created the mask when the envious seas swallowed his beloved. Unable to bear the prospect that he would never again see his betrothed, Orberus made the mask, which would allow him to peer into the past. He knew, however, that he could only use it once. So he waited. Waited until his longing grew so strong that it became unbearable. When the sea learnt of the mask, it was quick to respond. It made known its threat that whosoever used the mask would bring the sea's wrath down on them. For in vengeance, the sea would rise and flood all the lands and drown the living.
Where do you get this mask?
Sailors from Clan Dimon pulled it from the sea, near the Njord Trench.
Yeah, but how can you be sure this is Orberos's mask?
Its appearance is exactly as described in the myths.
You believe the myths?
Only ignorant fools belittle their significance. Besides, it's not the myths that are on trial here. It's the thief.
On the one hand, a theft. On the other, Ciri's life.
I also care deeply for the girl. I proposed a series of
Όλοι την
other
ξέρουμε τη
methods.
Σύρη, ρε φίλε, τι γίνεται.
Yennefer refused to listen. She claimed they would take too long. Whereas she needs immediate results. She has always been hot-headed.
True. At least this time she's got a valid reason for it.
Never mind that she might bring... What? What was that? No. Yennefer's used the mask. Follow me! We must neutralize the mask! Mute its power!
Great. What was that?
Unicorns.
Damn it, Yen. I saw the foglets. I meant how'd they get here.
The power of the mask summoned them.
Ermion says the mask might cause a natural disaster.
Fortunate he's here then. He can jump right in, try to tame it.
Realize he won't let this pass.
Ναι, όλα τα λεφτά,
I'll
Αργύρι.
survive, somehow.
Και ειδικά στην αρχή όταν ήταν καινούριο δηλαδή και είχαμε δει την πρώτη φορά έτσι σε ένα αρχικό quest που πολεμάς μια τύψα, ένα πνεύμα στο πηγάδι εκεί πέρα και χαλάει ο καιρός και φυσάει και κουνιούνται τα δέντρα και αυτά και λες εσύ μόνο την υγρασία που δεν μυρίζω.
You object?
You do it whenever you want anyway.
No harm in it then, is there? Let's go. Already found the first spot.
Και μ' αρέσει που έχεις και μία ξανθιά, μία μελαχρινή, μία κοκκινομάλα.
Looks like rain.
This is the spot. Put on the mask.
Any instruction?
Τώρα που δεν το θυμάμαι αυτό. Quest items αυτή είναι, όχι. Δεν θυμάμαι ποια είναι η μάσκα ρε γαμώτη. Αυτό σίγουρα δεν είναι.
Everything. And don't stray far. Telepathy is limited in range.
Use the mask of Ouroboros. Λοιπόν. Πού είναι ρε φίλε η μάσκα?
What's that? A portal?
2 people emerged from it.
The woman was Ciri.
How can you know?
The way she moved, like a witcher. Seems they went that way.
Come, let's find the next spot. Well, ready? Use the mask. Watch out!
What was that?
A magic explosion of some sort. So powerful that even the echo was dangerous. I wager it destroyed the forest.
But Ciri and her companion weren't harmed. I saw them escape.
Let's see where to.
Place is creepy. I don't like it.
Nor do I.
Anyone here when this happened had a slim chance of surviving.
I know that you're thinking, but don't worry. Ciri can take care of herself. Don the mask.
Someone chased Ciri. See that? Might have wounded her.
She escaped through another portal.
Know where it led?
Magic residue trail leads to Velen.
Any chance you can figure out where Ciri's companion fled to? His portal's gotta be nearby.
I'll try to find it. Come.
Άντε πάμε.
Well, ready? Use the mask.
Nice fight.
One repelled the other with powerful magic, then fled through a portal.
A mage?
Most likely. It's Ciri's companion and the one who wounded her.
How do you know?
I don't. Making an educated guess. They both appeared in the previous visions.
Ciri's got a powerful ally. The mage who was with Ciri fled too. Know where?
His trace path leads to Velen as well. But the target coordinates of his portal differ from those of Ciri's. The explosion must have disrupted his teleportation.
Ran into Kira Metz in Velen. Coincidence maybe, but she
Την
claimed
ξαδιά
the mage
κοινός.
came to her looking for Ciri. Be surprised if it wasn't the same one.
Whoever he is, he grows more interesting by the minute.
Maybe something left of the one who got hit by the spell.
It's clearing up,
Ermion must be getting a handle on the weather.
which means he'll be free to attack us again.
Are you pleased with yourselves? Look at what you've brought down on us. If someone's death were to help you find Ciri,
Αυτός που
would you
θυμίζει
start
το
making human
Radagast από το
sacrifices
Lord
as
of the
well?
Rings. Εκείνο τον άλλο το μάγο, το βρωμιάρι.
Just so happens I'm willing to do anything for some
Με
people.
τους κουτσουλιές στα
Everyone
μαλλιά.
else, everything else be damned, is that it?
Stop panicking. Here's your mask.
It is worthless. It's an unwieldy ashtray at best. I hope you've learned something useful at least.
Very.
I'm talking to Geralt. You I'll deal with later. So,
We think a powerful curse was cast here.
plausible. Considering what happened to the wood, do you know upon whom?
Not yet, but we know Ciri was here. She stepped out of a portal. A mage was with her. Someone chased them. They fought. Ciri was wounded but managed to escape.
Αυτό δεν είναι σύμβολο
Velen,
της ουσίας.
probably.
Αυτό μάλλον
The mage opened a
προφανώς
portal
δείχνει
for her,
ότι
and he
είναι
fought her attacker.
φυσιοδίφης, είναι
Is
με
that
τη
it?
φύση αυτός.
Got a feeling we found something interesting. Just need to examine one more thing.
Δρύδης.
In that direction.
Something's pinned under that tree.
Ωραίος
Can
είναι,
you-
ωραίος είναι. Μ' αρέσει
I
και η προφορά του πολύ.
Geralt, please move before I'm forced to place it down on rock.
Νομίζω δεν τον έχω παίξει Gwent.
Armor's clean. No blood, no sword nicks. Ciri's friend must have... What do you call it?
Vaporized him.
Exquisite. The armor. Oh, the workmanship's unfamiliar. Can't even tell where it's from.
Probably because it belonged to a rider of the Wild Hunt.
What? So it's true? The Wild Hunt? I feared as much. First here, then on Hindersfjall. What did they want?
They're looking for Ciri.
But why?
Αργύρι το έπιασες ποτέ το Witcher στα χέρια σου?
It's a long story that involves the Elder Blood, Ciri's abilities.
Did she, perchance, inherit her mother's skills?
Ciri can do much more than her mother could. But right now we're much more interested in what the Wild Hunt was doing on Hindersfjall.
Well, it happened at least a fortnight after the cataclysm struck here on Skellige. The raids raided Lofoten at dusk in a blizzard. Itself a strange occurrence for that time of year. The islanders sent the raids. They barged into their huts, killed anyone who resisted. Then galloped
Θυμάσαι μέχρι που έφτασες? Γιατί και εγώ το είχα πιάσει στα χέρια μου και το άφησα, αλλά δεν θυμάμαι μέχρι που σταμάτησα, φίλε.
Next stop, Hindersfjall.
I'll meet you on the beach near Lofoten.
Wait, can't we go together, right now?
But you detest being teleported.
Don't exactly like potions either, but I drink them when I have to.
You also drink them when there's no need at all. Very well. Let's go. Stay close to me.
Νομίζω σε κάποιο... το Blood and Wine, το DLC, κάπου κατά εκεί το είχα σταματήσει.
Quite a few years since I was last on Hindersfjall. But if I remember correctly, Lofoten should be this way. Raised huts and fresh graves.
Ναι, είναι η πρώτη φορά που έρχομαι Skellige και θυμάμαι και εγώ τα έχω κάνει αυτά, αλλά το θυμάμαι είναι σχετικό. Αλλά τα έχω κάνει σίγουρα. Αλλά έχει πάρα πολύ καιρό. Και για κάποιο λόγο χάνω frame εδώ πέρα.
Ritual of some kind. We'll have to wait.
Ναι, ούτε εγώ.
We'll do no such thing.
Στην ίδια φάση με σένα είμαι.
Pardon the interruption, but we've an important matter to discuss.
Can you not see we're commemorating the dead? So.
And we're looking for someone who's still alive. Please, this is urgent. Then speak.
We're looking for a young woman, name of Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes.
I'm sorry. She is not here.
Unless she lies in a grave. That is, I do not recall one by that name. But I've buried so many.
Από τη γρουσούζα, άκου τι είπε.
This Ciri, has she a scar here on her cheek?
Ναι, έχει.
Yes, what happened to her? Don't know. Saw her but for a moment, right before it all. She was in the stables with Craven.
Και τι κάνανε μες στους στάβλους?
Remember anything else? Anything at all?
Only that she seemed tired. Very tired. And her hair was wet.
Great. So we know she bathed. Progress.
I'm sorry, Craven. My apologies. Craven. Craven could have told you more.
This Craven.
Το μεταξύ Craven ήταν ο καπνός που κάπνιζα.
He did. Until the elders struck him from the saga of ancestors.
It's as if he has ceased to exist. The lore forbids anyone from touching him, speaking to him, even uttering his name.
What did he do to deserve that?
He fled from the Wild Hunt. He alone.
We need to talk to him, even if it's not in keeping with your customs.
You've come too late. He went to the garden to fight Morkvag.
Τον φάγαμε το Morkvag.
This Morkvag, half man, half wolf?
Yes?
Won't bother you anymore. Already killed it.
I know. Craven went there before you, but is yet to return.
Didn't see him in the garden. Doesn't bode well. Don't know if there's much point in going there.
Even if he's dead, we could find some clues near his body.
Let's hope.
Ωραία, πού είστε πάλι εκεί πίσω.
A coward who willingly seeks battle? Am I the only one who sees the contradiction?
That's why he did it. Craven knew he would prove the elders wrong only if he killed Morkvarg.
And thus regain his honor and his name.
Trial by ordeal. Very Skellige.
I do not mock your laws. Please
Εν τω
also
μεταξύ, ο
respect
Μόρκ
ours.
Βάρκ που πήγε να σκοτώσει ο άλλος ήταν καταραμένος να μην πεθαίνει ποτέ. Ήταν αψόφαμπλ. Κάθε φορά τον σκότωνες και μετά ξαναζωντάνευε. Και είχε και την κατάρα επίσης ότι δεν μπορούσε να φάει. Οτιδήποτε δάγκωνε και πήγαινε να φάει, γινόταν
I
στάχτη.
understand you intend to enter the garden. I dislike it when foreigners enter the sacred grounds.
Και ο άλλος ο παπάρας πήγε να σκοτώσει τον καταραμένο τον αψόφαμπλ.
Custom demands
Ό,τι
pilgrims
να είναι.
make an offering of their own blood before the tree. Craven surely did so. Unless he lacked not only courage, but respect for Freyr as well.
You needn't worry about us. Geralt and I always give the gods the respect they are due.
I recognize your type a mile away.
You didn't mention your heroic battle with this Morkvarg character.
Ας ελπίσουμε ότι θα ανοιχτεί η πόρτα αυτή τη φορά.
Hey, Geralt. Come back. I'm afraid you don't like home. The very concept of it. I asked you once to move. So, where shall we start?
Let's go to that tree the sisters mentioned.
Plan to bleed yourself for the goddess?
Not necessarily, but Craven did. We just might pick up his scent.
Εδώ είναι το δέντρο.
Craven was here. Look, the impression. Kneeled down on one knee and cut himself to make the offering. Bloodstains. See them?
No. I may be inhumanly beautiful, but I don't have superhuman senses. Not like you.
Which is why you should stay up here. You can't help me track him, so I don't see any reason for you to go down there.
You're right. Besides, trudging through mud in these heels would be murder.
Thought you might object.
Me? Please. I can be extraordinarily conciliatory.
Yen, look me in the eye. What are you plotting?
Many things. How to seize the Temerian crown, how to sell Kaer Morhen out from under
Αυτή
you.
την κάνανε πάντως φανταστική.
already.
Όχι ότι απλά είναι πανέμορφη. Είναι και ο χαρακτήρας της σεξι, έτσι, που είναι πονηρή και... Ενώ η άλλη ξανθιά η μάγισσα πολύ αγαθιάρα, να πούμε.
Craven was injured, started running. These prints should lead me to Craven, or his body. Prints lead to the well. Guess Craven didn't want to be eaten, preferred to drown.
Κάνουμε καμία βουτιά εκεί μέσα. Για να δούμε.
Roots. Right under Yen. Hey, can you hear me?
Geralt, you scared me.
Sorry, didn't mean to.
I
Πού είναι
hope
αυτή ρε
not.
πάνω, είναι?
Let me know once you find Craven.
Craven's blood.
Okay. Hop.
Damn. Dead. Has been for a while. Yen, found it.
Βασικά συμφωνώ απόλυτα, Αργύρη, με αυτό
And
που
I've
λες.
seen rot fiends in better condition than this.
Shit. Fine, scrape together what you can and haul the bits up here.
Ποιος με ρώτησε, ο Τάσος με ρώτησε. Μου λέει ποια άλλη, τη Γένεφερ, την άλλη, τη μάγισσα την Ξανθιά ή την άλλη, την κόκκινο μάλα. Του λέω δεν υπάρχει δίλημμα ή τρίλημμα σε αυτές τις τρεις.
Yen, there's no point.
There's no point in discussing this through a grate. We'll talk when you get here, all right?
That's Yen, charming as ever. Come on, someone wants to meet you.
Ακόμα και αυτός ο αυταρχισμός με την ηρωνία που έχει δηλαδή ο χαρακτήρας της είναι εντάξει όλα τα λεφτά.
Putrefaction set in, but the vocal cords are intact. We might still get something out of him.
Μάνα, εδώ θυμάμαι, νομίζω αυτό να
Anyone can be made to
ζωντανεύει το πτώμα για λίγο, κάτι
One
τέτοιο.
must simply know how.
Thought necromancy was strictly forbidden.
So is premarital sex, but I'm not about to be bothered by such foolishness.
Need any ingredients for the spell?
The blood of a newborn, a virgin's tongue, and the eye of a newt.
Mind trying again?
Ηρωνία,
without the
ηρωνία,
sarcasm?
ηρωνία.
I don't need a thing. I'm a sorceress, not a village herbalist. All I need is energy, a great deal of energy. We're very lucky this place is saturated with magic.
It's also considered sacred. Priestesses will be furious if you use the garden's power
Αλήθεια,
to
έχεις δει
revive
τη
a
σειρά,
corpse.
All the
Αργύρι,
more reason
το
to get
Witcher?
it over with before they realize what's happening.
Ρωτάω γιατί εγώ δεν την έχω δει και η απορία μου είναι αν υπάρχουν αυτοί όλοι οι χαρακτήρες του game στη σειρά. Δηλαδή υπάρχει Γένεφερ και άμα υπάρχει ποια την υποδίθηκε, ποια τόλμησε να το κάνει.
Let's get to work.
Δεν την έχω δει τη σειρά, πρέπει να τη δω ρε φίλε.
Selene, Defrain! Selene, Davidar!
Α, ναι. Κατάλαβα. Δεν πρέπει να το κατεβάσω, να το δω φίλε για να μπορώ να έχω άποψη. Τώρα δεν μπορώ να σου πω τίποτα. Πόσο creepy μπορεί να είναι αυτό τώρα.
Are you Craven of Lofoten?
No, I have a name. I am Skull.
We're looking for Ciri. Ashen hair, green eyes. Have you seen her?
She's wise. Curse me.
I don't care about that.
Full creepy.
What happened to her? What was she doing here? Speak!
No.
Speak! Speak!
She fell almost drowned.
Μαζί με την ιστορία πως έγινε. Το πόρταλ άνοιξε πάνω από τη θάλασσα.
Help me. Help us both. Ciri. Zirel. Can you hear me?
I can.
Σιρέλ νομίζω είναι το όνομα της στα Elvish.
Can you remember? Repeat it.
Πώς λέγεται η γλώσσα των ξωτικών μονολεκτικά ρε φίλε? Είναι παράξενο τώρα. Όπως ας πούμε και τα θηλυκά, τα elf. Στα αγγλικά το λένε she-elf. Στην ελληνική είναι ξωθιά.
It's all right. You're on Hindersfjall, village of Lofoten. They call me Skjal.
But how'd I... What?
We fished you out of the sea. Me and that friend of yours.
And where is he? My friend.
Stepped out a while ago. Said he needed to find a boat. Why does he wear that mask? Something not right with his mug?
No. He simply doesn't like others to see it. How long did I lie there?
All day nearabouts. 'Twas morn when we brought you in. Night's near come now.
Damn. Too long.
You needed the rest. Desperately.
Ναι, και είναι και η ασπρομάλα που την ξεχάσαμε.
Got some nasty, fresh-looking scars.
Yes. I've been through a lot.
I never thought women on the continent did any fighting.
Η Σύρια έχει τα πιο ωραία μάτια βασικά. Το παιχνίδι.
Help me stand.
I don't think you should.
Less talk, more giving me a hand.
Ah, that's me brother for you. Out of sight for a second, and he's already put his paws on a girl.
Astrid, you're as dim as dishwater. You know perfectly well I'm helping her up.
It's a shame, I know, but I've got to interrupt your courtship. Come, we're off to the sauna.
Where?
Why's your mouth agape like you're noodling for an eel? The sauna. Girl, you was blue as a whale when we brought you in here. Your blood needs thawing.
I'm sorry, but I must get to Drowned Dead Rock as fast as possible.
Shan't force you to stay. But the rock's a ways off and you can barely walk. You'd best take a horse.
True. Skjal can prepare a horse for you. You'll have to wait a spell, but even so, you'll get there faster than on foot.
Fine, that'll do. Thank you both very much.
Pish-posh, there's no need. Now come, we gotta sweat the sick out of you.
Where are my clothes?
I've taken them already. Come on.
Για σάουνα πας, μαντάμ, και ψάχνεις τα ρούχα σου.
He's from afar, isn't he?
Oh yes, from very far away.
Where exactly?
Aren't you nosy?
Surprised? Been sitting in this fish puddle me whole life. I'd love to travel like you.
Like me? No, you wouldn't like that. Trust me.
Mind the string don't catch on your nose. Ah, I know.
Άντε, μαντάμ, περπάτα. Εδώ είμαστε. Όχι.
All right. In you go and get out of those rags.
All of them?
I should think so. Wrap yourself in a towel. Well, whatever makes you comfortable.
Finally.
Yuck.
I was so worried you'd...
Ah, Mum, you always worry. Everything's fine, ain't it?
Yes, it's
Ew.
fine.
Good. That's good. But why have you got the towel, child? It'll just get wet.
Mum, she's from the continent. She's shy.
Μαλακία έκανε που έβαλε την πετσέτα,
I just wanted something to sit on.
Expect me to believe that?
Astrid, behave yourself, or I'll send you to gut fish with your pa. Here we are gabbing away. Steam's gone. Gotta douse the coals.
Say, back home, have you got saunas too?
I'd rather not talk about myself.
Why's that?
Someone might come looking for me. I wouldn't want to cause you any trouble.
It's too late for Skellige.
What?
He's head over heels for you, girl. Sat at your bedside all the day, staring like he was painted by a master.
Astrid, I asked you not to tell her.
Oops. Well, now the milk's spilt. Do you fancy Skellige?
Πω πόσο αδιάκριτη ρε πούστη, πω.
Well, he seems nice.
Oh my. He's that bad?
Leave it, Astrid. Who she likes is her affair and it's not to you.
Ακριβώς.
Listen, it's lovely sitting here with you, but I really must go now.
I understand. Who'd want to stay in this hole? We're all related 3 times over and the air stinks of fish.
I can't see how you're related to anyone here. No one in Lofoten groans and bitches quite like you do. Sit down and be quiet. Child, Skjal's certain to have readied the horses by now. But before you go, you ought to take a quick jump in the water. It'll do you good.
I suppose. Why not?
Head through the door and you'll see the pier. Be careful, it's slippery.
Thank you once more.
And once more, there's no need. God's bless your journey.
Cold.
Έλα ρε γάμο την αναπηρία σου. Πρέπει δηλαδή οπωσδήποτε να πάμε από τη σκάλα, αλλά από εκεί δεν μπορούσε να σκαρφαλώσει. Πρέπει να θυμηθώ τώρα που πηγαίναμε και αλλάζαμε. Φορέσει τα ρούχα. Εδώ μέσα δεν ήτανε? Dress and leave. Ωραία.
Stones are coming. Gotta go to your mom. Tell her to take the walk.
Oh, you're here. The horses are ready.
As am I. Shall we ride?
Listen, I hope... My sister, she didn't talk any nonsense to you, did she?
Όχι, απλά σε ξεφτύλισε.
No. Except to mention that you fancy me.
What? But I asked her... Besides, it's not... Of course, you are very... But... You know what? Let's ride. You're in a hurry and it'll be dark soon.
Ρε πήδα τον.
I'm not in that much of a hurry. Your first kiss, wasn't it?
Of course it weren't. Aye. Me first.
You don't have much time. But it's enough for you to learn a few things.
Run for your lives!
You stay here! I'll go and...
I can look after myself.
Στο μεταξύ πόσες ομοιότητες με το Game of Thrones ρε φίλε. Εκεί πέρα και εκεί με το που περνούσαν να πούμε όλα παγώνανε. κάνω ρε? Get the forest λέει και εγώ κάθομαι και πολεμάω σαν μαλάκας. Πόσα κιλά ρε.
What was that?
The Wild Hunt.
Ragnarok? The world's end?
No, not yet. But I must go. They're here for me.
Get on the horse. I'll show you the way to the rock.
You should stay. See to Astrid, your mum.
Afterwards. Once I'm sure you'll make it. Let's go! Watch out! Right, silly! Don't look back! Faster! Faster! They're catching up!
This is the vehicle stop speed, δεν έλεγε στο Terminator. Τι έγινε, τι έβαλε όλος, έβαλε νεύτη μέσα στο άλογο του. Κρίμα. Τι είναι αυτή η water hag? Όχι, αυτό είναι ούμα.
What became of that creature? Where is he? What?
I saw him at Stonas, but he sold him.
To whom?
Don't know.
Begone.
Tell them. Clear my name.
Begone, I say.
Pobre φίλε.
Could have shown some sympathy for the boy.
That was no boy, Geralt. It was a hunk of rotting, rancid flesh that spoke through my magic.
Didn't just speak. It howled in pain.
I know it seemed real, but it was no longer human. Do you understand? Nice of you to be so concerned for the corpse. Much more than you were for me.
Yen, Are you all right?
I'm splendid. I'd feel even better if I hadn't had to remind you to ask that question.
What happened to the garden?
It died. Like I said, the spell, it requires a great deal of energy.
You knew it would end like this, didn't you? Didn't consider it worth mentioning?
No, I knew you'd protest. Your sense of decency is charming, but it does get in the way sometimes.
Yen, let's get out of here. Now.
You needn't ask me twice.
The garden! Our garden! How could you? We helped! And you! Inconceivable!
Now.
Don't you dare try to calm me! We'd every right to be furious! Furious! And you will pay for this.
Oh.
We had no choice. We'd never have learned what happened to her.
Do you really think you're just
Τάσο ήσουν στο YouTube, δεν έχω το chat εκεί πέρα ρε φίλε να το βλέπω, δεν ξέρω αν έγραψες κάτι εκεί.
I'm sure it doesn't
Sorry.
in your eyes.
I shall make sure all Skellige hears what you did here.
Wait. I did this. I alone. Geralt tried to stop me. I refused to listen.
I might have known. They warned me about you. Sorceresses.
None shall open their door to you. None shall feed your hunger, and none shall tend to your wounds.
Yen, you didn't have to do that.
But I wanted to. I'd
Τι
rather
κάνεις
not
Τάσο,
talk
τι
about
λέει?
it. We must focus on what Skal told us.
Πώς είσαι? Καλά γόρι μου.
Key to finding Ciri is that ugly thing Skell saw on the beach.
Είχα καιρό να βάλω λίγο Witcher και λέω εφόσον μπήκα και έκανα κάτι secondary, κάτι σαν χλαμάρες βαρετές, είπα να μπορώ να κάνω κανένα main quest.
You must go and get the creature. I don't know, buy him, kidnap him.
The thing's clearly cursed. Its mind
Τι
is a
χαρτιά ρε φίλε, αυτά συνήθως δεν είναι κάτι που μπορούν να βγουν
Grumbling
online
won't get us anywhere.
για
All
να
will
μην
be
τρέχεις.
well. A curse, please. Nothing a sorceress and a witcher couldn't handle.
Και τώρα που το είπες, ναι ρε φίλε, πρέπει να
Tell
κάνουμε
me.
και φορολογική δήλωση ρε.
Do
Το
you-
ξέχασα τελείως.
No, never mind.
Didn't learn much, though we can be sure Ciri's not in Skellige anymore.
Ναι, θα μου πεις, ναι,
Not in
είμαστε και
Velen
στην
and
Πανανία,
Novigrad either.
οπότε κάποια
She's
πράγματα...
disappeared again.
Perhaps we should re-examine what we've learned.
Α, ορίστε, να, είδες, το ίδιο
Might
είπα
have
κι
missed
εγώ.
a clue that would push us forward.
Certainly hope that's the case. Makes me wonder what she's gotten herself into.
Can't even begin to imagine. But we will pull her out of it, safe and sound. That I promise you.
Έγραφες, Τάσο, τίποτα στο YouTube, ρε, εσύ?
Ciri's trail
Και δεν
in
τα βλέπα.
Skellige. We followed it, exhausted the possibilities. Might be time to go back to the continent.
Before you do, there's one thing. It's important.
What's that?
Let's meet in Larvik, at the Warriors' Hall.
Λάρβικ, πού
We'll
το έχω
speak
ακούσει αυτό, ρε, εσύ? Κάπου το έχω ακούσει αυτό.
Fine. Larvik. See you there soon.
Thank you. For that, and for your help in the garden. I'd not have managed without you.
There was nothing.
Geralt, you know me. I'm rare to praise, but when I do, it is sincere.
Ναι, ναι. Κάτσε να δω, αυτό θέλω να δω λίγο. Ναι, The Last Wish. Οκ. Ναι, μωρέ, είναι 15 και θα το τελειώνω, είναι πολύ μικρό. Πολύ μικρό level. Εγώ πήγα 23 level, ρε φίλε. Τα άλλα εντάξει, οκ. Αυτά θα τα κάνω και αυτό Skellige είναι, ρε φίλε. Αυτά θα τα κάνω off stream, που είναι λίγο έτσι βαρετά. Αλλά Το main. Ναι, secondary θα μου πεις είναι αυτό, αλλά αυτά που είναι μεγάλα δηλαδή καλύτερα να τα κάνω εδώ στο live για να βλέπουμε και την ιστορία.
Always did know how to win, friends.
I was provoked.
Θα παίξω τα ξέρετε, ακούω στο άλλο εντωμεταξύ.
Wanted to talk to me about something?
Amos Ipsis, a specialist on djinns. Heard of him? I found a tome he'd penned in the Emperor's library. Ipsis set off for Skellige one day and was never heard from again. I asked some of the local folk. Some here still remember him.
They know what happened to him?
The locals say they last saw his ship off the coast of Hindisfjall. Then a once-in-an-eon storm broke.
So he's probably fish food by now.
Not necessarily. I must learn what became of him.
Why? Do you know him?
No. It's not the mage who interests me. It's his djinn.
You sure this mage actually had a djinn?
His books strongly suggest he did. He describes taming one, harnessing energy from its power.
Storm wouldn't pose a threat if he'd had a djinn. He could just utter a wish.
Πας και το συναντάς λέει και φοράει ένα τζιν.
Something unexpected happened.
Why are you even interested? Djinns are dangerous sometimes and malicious all the time.
I remember, but the advantages outweigh the risks. If I can tame a djinn,
μ' αρέσει αυτό το μαλλί, Τάσο, γιατί αν προσέξεις το animation, επάνω ψηλά πάνω από το κούτελό του το μαλλί κουνιέται. Ενώ όταν το έχει πιασμένο όλο πίσω κότσο, δεν έχει animation.
I've no gold to offer in reward, but I shall be ever so grateful.
Since you put it that way, fine, I'll help you.
Thank you.
Και θέλουμε και ξύρισμα.
Come. The landing's not far.
See, you've managed to prepare everything already.
I have.
Για κάτσε λίγο να δούμε. Τα τζιν λογικά δεν είναι... Νόμιζα Spectre είναι αυτά, ρε. Νεκροφάγια αποκλείεται να είναι Elemental. Εντάξει, οκ.
I know I'd agree.
I didn't. Decided to risk it.
Για κάτσε λίγο, μαντάμ. Το έψαχνα.
Yes?
Lead the way.
Just once, you might try to take the initiative.
Would you even let me?
It would depend on the situation.
Ναι, light πάντα. Και αλήθεια είναι τώρα, λίγο πριν την αναβάθμισα. Πήγα στην Enhanced δηλαδή.
The ship carrying the djinn sank somewhere in this area.
Not too precise as leads go.
I'll cast a spell on our boat. We'll know if there are any wrecks on the seafloor below us.
All right, let's get to work.
Mind if I take the helm?
I got a choice.
No.
Εννοείται πως όχι. Για μισό λεπτάκι, κάτι μου λέει ότι εδώ θα χρειαστούμε αυτό.
Not sure this djinn thing's a good idea.
We managed to seize one before. Do you remember?
Of course. Dandelion almost lost his voice that time.
How lucky your exorcism saved it. It was poetic.
Yeah, how was I supposed to know that incantation meant begone and plow yourself?
You should have studied foreign languages.
Gonna keep bringing that up for the rest of my life.
Of course. Your last wish effectively assured it.
My wish was about us being together always, not about you mocking my every mistake.
Careful what you wish for. And when your wish is granted, you must accept it with all attendant circumstances.
Yeah.
And as for your missteps, I don't rightly see why I shouldn't laugh if they're amusing. There's something here, on the bottom. It's too deep here. You can't dive that long.
You underestimate me.
On the contrary. After all, I asked you for help. I'll cast a spell. It will slow your heart for a time. You can stay submerged longer.
Assad Eich Cryde Rithorn.
Ready. Careful down there. How's your bath? Water warm enough for you?
How's it going?
Yeah, and you know I hate it when you read my mind.
Strictly speaking, I'm not reading your mind, but using telepathy. Besides, you've nothing to hide, right?
Wouldn't admit it if I did. Not the point.
See anything interesting?
A shipwreck and a
Και δεν πέθανε με τη μία σόπα, ρε.
Snapped masts, busted planks, and a whole swarm of drowners. Probably drawn by the corpses of drowned crew, then made their nest here. There's also a Clan Drummond figurehead.
Not the right ship. Come back up.
Τώρα κάτσε να δούμε, αφού ήρθαμε που ήρθαμε. Ορίστε. Superior Thunderbolt. Το μεταξύ το Killer Whale τζάμπα το ήπια, σαν μαλάκας. Εξηγήθηκε η Γεν.
Where to now?
Wherever the leads take us.
Say we find a djinn.
Ωραία γαμιώντας.
Ask for a beautiful house, and a palace, and a queen's crown.
Are we still talking about the djinn? Have we moved on to a talking fish?
Doesn't much matter. Both make wishes come true. What would yours be?
You'll learn in due course.
Πω, κοίτα πόσο γρήγορα πάει. Προπέλα να έχει πιο αργά θα πήγαινε. Για μισό λεπτάκι λίγο, μήπως μπορούμε να φτιάξουμε και το... Δεν μπορούμε. Ναι, ναι, σφαίρα.
Something's here. Another wreck.
Let's see if our djinn's down there.
Fast and Furious. Το spell του έχω ακόμα να κάνω να φαντάζομαι. Όπου εδώ γίνεται του chest το κάγκελο.
Found a wreck. It's been here a while. Wood's rotted.
Look around, but be careful. Look for something that might indicate it's the mage's ship.
Άντε ρε Γκέραλτ, μην κολλάς εκεί ρε πούστη. Εδώ έχουμε τίποτα. Όχι.
Arrows stuck in the side, the kind pharaoh folk use. Arrows stuck in the side, the kind pharaoh folk use.
Arrows stuck in the side, the kind pharaoh folk use. Arrows stuck in the
Dex,
side, the kind
μας το
pharaoh
είπες.
folk use. Got something. A Skellige's buckler. Clan Haemai symbols.
Donar's clan.
Donar was a babe in swaddling clothes when this buckler landed here. Yen, doubt any of these boats were the mages. These are old sunken longships.
Come back then. We must search else.
Beautiful craftsmanship.
What do you have?
A war horn, bearing Clan Haemai symbols. Longship
Αυτό
belonged
με
to Clan
χόρν,
Dimon.
θυμάμαι. Είχα ένα χόρν ρε σε
Got a
παλιά
chest,
όταν
really
έπαιζα.
old. Must have fell off the wrecked longship.
Can you open it?
Hoping for pirate treasure.
I hope to find the gin. Try to open it.
Now that's what I call war booty.
Have you found the gin?
No, but I found something that could be just as valuable to me as the gin is to you.
Ναι, ο καθένας. Γιατί θυμάμαι ένα war horn που χρησιμοποιούσα και όταν το χρησιμοποιούσα νομίζω όλα αυτά τα υπτάμενα τα... Πού πήγε τώρα? Νομίζω είχα ένα κέρατο και όταν φυσούσα μέσα όλα τα υπτάμενα πέφτανε κάτω.
Yeah, like when we were looking for the golden dragon and an avalanche swept us off the trail. Me clinging to the remains of a bridge for dear life, you gripping my waist, admiring the view. Remember? Chasm below us was breathtaking. Rustling trees, a lazily flowing stream.
I remember, though I found myself admiring what I had right in front of me.
Όπα, πρόσεχε.
Something strange about those rocks.
And there's something on the bottom.
Ελπίζω να είναι το τελευταίο. Εν τω μεταξύ από πάνω φαίνονται όλα και όταν βουτήξεις μέσα δεν φαίνεται τίποτα.
See something?
Something doesn't do it justice. A huge crater, as if a meteorite landed here.
I must see it.
Diving in after all?
No, I shall cast another spell to see through your eyes. Now relax. I su foltia bedem ein eichte illivaid.
Ό,τι spell θέλεις έχει.
That is no meteorite crater.
What is it then?
The effect of teleportation. A powerful force cut out a fragment of the seabed, rocks and everything lying within the teleportation zone.
Always claimed portals were dangerous.
I believe we're on the right track. Look for anything that might contain a djinn.
Fine, but get out of my eyes. Too cramped in here for us both.
Eyes.
Silver, pearl-encrusted cutlery. Ship belonged to someone awfully wealthy.
Amos was no pauper. It could very well be his ship.
Something cut this basket exactly in half. No gin here, but there's something you ought to like.
What?
Half a seal.
That'll do. Come back up.
Κάτσε, μαντάμ. Περίμενε. Αυτό γιατί δεν με βγάζει ένα εξάμην να φύγει από να κυτρινήσει. Anyway. Και πόσο ντεκαβλέ να βλέπεις ένα chest ολόκληρο, να πας να το ανοίξεις και να έχει ένα πραγματάκι μέσα. Από αυτό ήταν όντως βαθιά, Δεν νομίζω ούτε με Killer Whale να πήγαινα εκεί κάτω. Με την τρίστη έχω κάνει,
Only found half. Can you do anything with this?
I can use it to locate the other half, to within a dozen yards.
And once we find that, we should find the gin.
Exactly. Ready? I'll take us there on the count of 3.
Oh, no, not another portal.
Καλύτερα.
Stop whining. 1, 2...
Γλιτώνεις και διόδια.
3.
Said you were gonna go on 3.
Και στήκαμε στο XP όμως, έτσι.
I did.
2 ολόκληρα XP.
Look, we must search the area.
Yen, not so fast. Gotta tell me what this is about first. Why do you want this gin?
But you already know. A djinn's power is priceless to a mage.
That I know, but I also want to know how you plan to use it. Wouldn't go to these lengths if it wasn't something important.
You're right. It's important. Even very important. How long has this been going on, Geralt? This thing between us? 15, 20 years? We repeatedly split up, then returned to one another.
20 years, τι λέει τώρα αυτή. 40 είναι δηλαδή. Δεν νομίζω. Δεν ξέρω ρε εσύ, Τάσο. Τι έχω κάνει μαζί της. Ξέρω να σου πω τι θα ήθελα να κάνω μαζί της, αλλά τι έχω κάνει τώρα δεν θυμάμαι.
Why would you want to do that?
To see what it's like without it. To see if we'll still matter to one another, or if we'll be like two strangers.
Wondered that myself many times.
You see, we're just a step away from learning the truth. Come, let's search the ship.
Ναι, τι πιο λογικό. Ένα πλοίο πάνω στην κορυφή του βουνού.
Seems Amos was quite the eccentric, asking the djinn to lift half his ship to a mountaintop.
He didn't necessarily. Djinns are inherently
Πόση δύναμη είχε αυτό το djinn.
granted his wish and perverted it in doing
Ναι, με την καμία δεν είναι 40 ρε. Α, επειδή είναι μάγισσα και έτσι. Τότε πάω πάσο.
In that case, I'd appreciate it if you didn't wish I'd disappear from your life.
I've yet to decide how to word.
Interesting. Mystery of mysteries.
Μία από τις δύο, ποιες δύο ρε φίλε?
Elemental Empires by Giambattista.
Έχω κάποιο δηλαδή δίλημμα. Όταν λες δύο τι εννοείς και τη Σύρη?
Nothing interesting.
Ένας δονητής εδώ.
Nice shoes. Looks like the impact with the mountain was so powerful it popped the wearer right out of them. Wonder what this means. Blood. Someone was dragged across the deck, or left this mark when the ship suddenly tipped to one side.
Nope.
Wonder what this means.
Α, 3 γεν. Εννοείται πως γεν. Την 3 τη συχαίνομαι να μην είναι. 3 η Ξανθιά δεν είναι? Η μάγισσα η Ξανθιά. Την κοκκινομάλα πώς τη λένε ρε φίλε?
Nothing interesting.
Νομίζω πάλι κάτω πρέπει να πάω εκεί στο... Εδώ κάτι μπορεί να... Α, για κάτσε λίγο. Όχι. Σόπα ρε.
Yen, think you should see this.
What do you have? It's Amos. Looks exactly like the etching in the book. Except his head was intact there.
Σωστά, έχεις δίκιο. Άρα οι τρεις είναι η κοκκινομάλα. Η κοκκινομάλα είναι ωραία.
Think the Jinn did this to him?
No, it wouldn't attack its master.
Αλλά νομίζω ότι είμαι με τη Γέννεφερ. Για ευνόητους λόγους.
Amos must have uttered a wish like, take us away anywhere, to a mountaintop even. And the Jinn granted the wish literally. They had a hard landing.
Σωστά, η κύρα Μέτς είναι η ξανθιά. Η Ντεκαβλέ.
Always knew too much studying could kill you. If he died while being teleported, Seal might still be on him. Behold.
Bravo! Come to the deck. I've an idea.
Μουσικάρα ρε φίλε. Εν τω μεταξύ η γλώσσα από το τραγούδι που ακούγεται είναι από μια διάλεκτο τέλος πάντων η οποία δεν είναι, χάνεται. Και κάτι λέει το τραγούδι για ένα καράβι.
Summon and tame the Jinn. It's not likely to be happy. Stand at the ready.
Tame Jinn, Rif Kaishta en Daya. Kaishta et Disclair, Gevired me Castle.
Α, και τώρα θα έρθει το Jinn. Levi's θα είναι αυτό τώρα. Όχι. Elemental δεν είχαμε πει. Για να σιγουρευτώ. Ναι.
You must weaken him while I draw him into the sphere.
Penetrate places? Not bad.
Just a bit more. I can feel his strength waning. You.
Είναι ρε Pokemon, είναι και το πιάσες.
Died before uttering his last wish. I cannot capture you. We can struggle like this for eternity, or I can release you. If you do one thing for me. Do you see the spell that binds us? Only a Jinn can remove another Jinn's spell. Remove this one and you'll be free.
Μόνο το Jinn ξέρει το pin από το spell δηλαδή. Ο κωδικός ήταν 1, 2, 3, 4.
Storm's over.
Yes. It's all over.
Maybe we should sit. You look a bit dazed.
I'm not, but we can sit.
Feel any better?
I told you, I'm fine.
Don't need to play tough for me. That was a hard fight. Maybe not as hard as the last time we tamed a Jinn, but still.
No comparison, I'm afraid.
Έχω
Half of
κάτι
Rhyme
mauve.
suffered then. Now I'm merely a bit tired.
Δεν βλέπω κάτι, Τάσο.
Thank you for coming, Geralt. I'd have had a much harder time of it on my own.
Well, never could say no to you.
Δεν ξέρω τι
Perhaps that
εννοείς.
will change now.
Feel anything? That anything's different?
I expected... I don't know what I expected,
Α,
actually.
κατάλαβα τι
A bit of
λες, ναι.
vertigo, perhaps.
Νομίζω είναι το τέτοιο ρε, από το τζιν
You'd become a stranger to me.
που έφυγε.
That I'd look at you and not feel a thing.
Εξατμίστηκε το τόνικ δηλαδή
But
και...
it's not like that at all.
Ναι.
Nothing's changed.
Jen might have cheated us after all.
Why?
Because I don't feel that anything's changed either. I love you, Yen.
And I love you.
Ναι, γιατί είπανε στην αρχή Storm's over, εν τω μεταξύ ακούγεται πάλι. Anyway.
Ow, what was that?
It can't be all sweetness and light.
Strange. Done that so many times. But it felt like our first kiss to me.
It was in a way. Besides, once you say I love you, a kiss has to taste differently.
Maybe we ought to test a few other things.
Ναι ρε φίλε, ολόκληρο μπάρ έχει κάτω. Δεν πρέπει να το εξερευνήσετε.
Not so fast, Geralt. We'll have plenty of time to visit cozy cabins later. But I doubt the world will end.
Πολύ πολύ καλημέρα σας, Mr. Ape.
My, it's lovely.
Think the spirits of Skellige favor us.
Να, τώρα καθάρισε Τάσο το φίλτρο.
Next time we go on horseback.
A horse would never make it down that mountain.
Τάσο, δεν θα πάω Kaer Morhen ακόμα. Θα...
I'm due to appear
Κάτσω
in
λίγο να εξερευνήσω το βυθό, ξέρεις όλα αυτά τα ερωτηματικά που έχει που γίνεται χαμός. Off stream.
At heart, perhaps.
Και θα συνεχίσω το main
We
game
must see him.
live.
If we gotta, we gotta.
Αλλά από άποψη ιστορίας, ναι, τώρα κανονικά πάω εκεί πέρα.
It's the least we can do.
Καλά είμαστε κύριε Πίθηκα, εσείς πώς είστε? Γιατί ξενέρωσες, τι έγινε? Για να το πήγαινα τώρα, όχι ρε εσύ, γιατί... Ξεκίνησα στις 11 και τώρα κάπου πρέπει να κλείσω έτσι κι αλλιώς.
Take care of yourself.
Και εμένα μου αρέσει γιατί είναι, σχετικά είναι ο πιο μικρός χάρτης. Γιατί ρε φίλε δες εδώ τι γίνεται. Δηλαδή πώς γίνεται να φύγεις από εδώ χωρίς να κάνεις όλα αυτά? Εγώ σου είχα πει από την αρχή ότι είμαι λίγο ανώμαλος. Άμα δεν τα φτιάξω, άσε τη δουλειά, λέει. Ναι, αυτό καλά θα ήτανε. Άμα δεν δούλευα έτσι και είχαμε και φράγκα, τα καθόμουν τα έκανα όλα live αυτά. Άντε ρε, τι έγινε με το στομάχι? Εγώ κύριε Πίθηκα ταλαιπωρήθηκα αυτή τη βδομάδα πάρα πολύ με την πλάτη. Έπαθα μια ωραία έτσι ψήξη, έναν ωραίο κόμπο στην πλάτη και με βαρούσε σε πονοκέφαλο. Τι λες ρε Τάσο, μια χαρά γίνονται. Και δεν είμαι με αντιβιώσεις, αλλά είμαι σε φάση τώρα... Είμαι με κάποια για να μου περνάει, για το κυκλοφορικό, για να μου περνάει το κεφάλι. Πονάει το κεφάλι μου ακριβώς όπως χτυπάει η καρδιά μου, τόσο δηλαδή. Γι' αυτό ξέρω, θέλει μασάζ και τέτοια να πούμε. Τώρα εντάξει. Σόπα ρε. Του πηλεορού μήπως? Ευχαριστώ, ευχαριστώ. Το βακτήριο αυτό που έχεις πώς λέγεται, είναι του πηλεορού? Άμα το έχεις ακουστά δηλαδή. Ναι, ελικοειδές είναι και αυτό που σου λέω. Τέλος πάντων, εντάξει. Αυτό σου φέρνει τίποτα καούρες, τι σου φέρνει? Ή απλά πόνο στο στομάχι? Ναι. Τι να πω φίλε, περαστικά, να πάνε όλα καλά. Πραγματικά, τι να πω, δεν ξέρω. Για πότε είναι να μπεις? Ναι, ευτυχώς που την έκανε στη γαστροσκόπηση. Η οποία είναι και λίγο πίκρα, έτσι. Σου δίνουνε μία μέθη και μετά να σου βάλουν εκείνο το τσιμπούκι μέχρι το στομάχι μέσα. Άστα να πάνε. Δύσκολο πράγμα ρε φίλε. Πολύ δύσκολο. Πότε είναι να μπεις για εγχείρηση? Την Πέμπτη, έτσι, την Πέμπτη. Ναι, ισχύει αυτό, ναι. Ισχύει. Ναι, ρε φίλε, άμα κάτσεις και σκεφτείς ότι το κατεβάζει αυτό το πράγμα μέχρι το στομάχι κάτω. Γαμισέτα, είναι πώς καταπίνουν οι άλλοι τα σπαθιά να πούμε στα σοου. Αυτό το πράγμα να πούμε. Γίνεσαι showman για λίγο. Άστα να πάνε, καλά να πάνε όλα και εντάξει. Άσχετο. Τώρα που είσαι εσύ μέσα, που είσαι moderator, μπορείς να κάνεις εσύ την Πέμπτη μπαίνεις, λέει. Όχι, αυτό μπορώ να κάνω δραστικό. Αχα, οκ. Ωραία, ωραία, ωραία. Τώρα που είσαι εσύ moderator, μπορείς να κάνεις εσύ ένα raid για την πάρτι μου? Να δώσεις εσύ την εντολή δηλαδή, γιατί εγώ τώρα δεν μπορώ να πάω στο άλλο το monitor, γιατί με παίζω full screen. Το πρόβλημά μου με το Witcher είναι ότι παίζω 2K και το κάνω downscale στα 1080p για να φαίνεται να είναι πιο καλή η ποιότητα του game. Ναι. Α, ούτε εσύ το ξέρεις. Βρες όποιον θέλεις εσύ. Ναι, ναι, ναι. Γιατί θα κλείσω, παιδιά. Πρέπει να πάω να φάω και να ετοιμαστώ, να κάνω ένα μπανάκι και να ετοιμαστώ σιγά σιγά. Κάνε ένα raid σε όποιον θέλεις εσύ. Να μου πεις αν γίνεται. Αν δεν γίνεται, πες μου τι να κάνω εγώ, να το κάνω εγώ. Και παιδιά, θα σας δω μετά τις 10 το βράδυ. Εγώ 10 η ώρα σχολάω. Δεν γίνεται, Ωραία. Άσε να το δοκιμάσω εγώ τότε. Να δούμε και τον κόσμο. Δεν έχω και κανέναν μέσα, ρε φίλε. Αυτή τη στιγμή. Αυτόν εδώ θέλεις να κάνω. Να κάνω ένα alt tab άμα είναι. Για να δούμε τώρα. Και μεταξύ κεφαλαία γράφει. Τι σημασία έχει ρε, τα μέρη μου, τα μέρη σου και... Σιγά τώρα. You don't have permission, λέει, to perform that action. Δεν μπορώ να το κάνω. Θα το δούμε κάποια άλλη στιγμή. Εν τω μεταξύ είμαι και εγώ moderator μαζί με σένα. Είμαστε δηλαδή εγώ moderator, εσύ moderator και το Streamlabs, το μποτάκι. Τέλος πάντων, θα το κοιτάξουμε κάποια άλλη στιγμή. Ναι, αυτό μου λέει. You don't have permission to perform that action. Οπότε εντάξει, δεν πειράζει. Θα το δούμε κάποια στιγμή από το Discord αυτό. Τώρα το πρόβλημα είναι ότι πώς θα το δοκιμάσεις. Τέλος πάντων. Ναι, είμαι ο broadcaster, αλλά εμένα εδώ πέρα το πρόγραμμα, το Streamlabs, το chatbox, μου δείχνει ότι είμαι ο moderator. Τέλος πάντων. Ναι, οκ. Οπότε, παιδάκια, θα σας αφήσω. Ναι, έχω γάκι, ρωτάσω κανονικότητα. Πόρτα. Θα τα αφήσω εδώ πέρα και τώρα εγώ να δυστυχώς αυτές τις ώρες είμαι. Είμαι δηλαδή το πρωί μέχρι τις 3 και μετά από τις 10 το βράδυ και μετά. Γι' αυτό κιόλας χάθηκα, γιατί τα ωράρια είναι λίγο ανώμαλα. Να είστε καλά, παιδιά. Θα τα πούμε. Άμα σας πετύχω από τη δουλειά, θα μπω λίγο το κινητό να πω ένα καλησπέρα, γιατί δεν μπορώ να το έχω στο κινητό, θα μου φάει όλη την μπαταρία. Αυτά. Έγινε. Να είστε καλά, παιδιά.